Well, in lieu of a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. And at ground level, here they come, a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Carolina sideline, here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. These guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. On the Falcons sideline, there is head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody... Glad to have you all with us. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It is Ryan Fitzgerald with the honors. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by the third-year southpaw. A top 10 pick 3 drafts ago, Michael Penix Jr.
There was not a scout or an executive that ever questioned Michael Penix's arm coming out of college. It's as electrifying as any passer in the league. But it's that body, that ability to be durable and available. Banged up in college, banged up to start his career. He's just got to find a way to stay available.
We're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 21 carries, just shy of 100 yards. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. All set now, first and 10.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds, the offense retains possession.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's Penix on second down. It's complete to Hooper. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To the air with Penix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. And not only do they pick up that first down on 4th, Brock, but the game gets them inside the opposing 30.
23 yards.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Staying with Robinson. Room to the right. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Robinson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, they go and make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Jimmy Horn here on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. Getting the start for him, the former first overall pick out of Alabama. Now in his 4th season here in the NFL, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down. Young throwing here. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. So 4th down, and out heads the steady leg of Thomas Morstead to punt. Jukes away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Penix now to throw. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 13.
Penix. Making the call himself. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 16 carries, 75 yards. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Young to throw. He steps in and makes the interception. Jermaine Pratt picks it. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Just kind of had that sense that he was anticipating that throw all the way. And his defense, well, they're anticipating another win at the end of this game. We know that. You win the turnover battle more often than not, you win the ball game.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 11-yard line.
Another carry for him. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing Penix. It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down.
Incomplete.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. This from 28 yards away.
For the Falcons field goal. A 28-yard
The kick by Folk is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Throwing here on second down, Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Spins out of one side. Dances right by him. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. He finds some space again. And he gets home. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but you'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And they trail by 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Down that time by Mekhi Blackman. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, here's Penix. He's going for it himself. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All right, so the offense staying out there. They've got first down now inside the 45. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Penix. That one complete to Pitts. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. He's going to be hauled down a few yards short of that first down marker, and also just beyond that, the goal line. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They give it to him again, and he runs it across. Touchdown! Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone block, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
His kick is good, for the moment at least. We got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And this one will clear the end zone. No surprise to any of us, right, with the kick moved up. But it only is going to come out to the 20 on that touchback. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. And he's going to be brought down back at the 13-yard line. And that sets up an extremely difficult 3rd now and 17.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Has it at the 37. He dodged the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Escapes the defender. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that is good for an Atlanta 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Back to the well again. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That tackle made by Princely Umami-Ellen.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them...
Penix in trouble, and down he goes. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Throwing on 2nd. Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Young. into the hands of Leggett. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that gives Carolina the first.
13 yards.
All set to go now from the 35.
First down.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled there by James Pierce.
He was brought down
Some
by
offenses,
James
well, they
Pierce.
prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. James Pierce. Had 2 sacks a week ago. Now his first one here today.
We get to hear defense coaches, Kate, talk about turnovers and sacks could come in bunches. This guy got after it a week ago, and he's not slowing down today.
And they're going to rally to and bring him down short, so the Panthers likely now to punt this away.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
The
Falcons ready for their next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On second down, Penix finds his back complete. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to get it with the option. He's going to be hit hard after a gain of 11. That's enough for the first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
40-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Penix now. Throw left side, caught by Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, give him about 15 before he did so. And it's going to be first down Falcons. They're not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. First and 10 from the 43. They're going play fake with Penix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Trevin Wallace there defensively.
Tua off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. It brings up third down.
His pass.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Incomplete. Trevin Wallace there defensively.
Here he goes, third and long. Tonga by Lewis hits, the ball is out. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. Jake Bailey on the punt. And they could really use a good one here.
The Panthers take over.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
Young looking to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Young. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
3rd down run by Hubbard. He gets the 1st and more to the 45. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Looking to throw. Young. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Approaching the final minute here before halftime.
Incomplete. Billy Bowman on the coverage.
Here's Young, 2nd down. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
And the Panther
Young throwing here. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Again, it's Young. This is caught. They go right back to Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. The game limited to a couple. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Young to throw. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Jukes away from one. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting this 3rd quarter, it's Hubbard. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run again with Hubbard. He dodged the tackle. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Tight end in motion left. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And that'll be 4 yards on that completion before he heads out. That means it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Running for it here with Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
1st down, Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. He had 4 sacks last season, Brock, and now he's got 1 this year.
Pete, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. And this one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Had to look up the middle, but trouble hanging on through that contact. That's going to force 4th down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points. And able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Making some progress here. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hooper. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Another carry for him. First down and more past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Tua looking to throw.
line.
Take it in over the middle. It's Dotson. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd down, here's Tua. Nice effort on the hit to break up that throw. We've got 3rd down.
Intended for Debo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
Tagovailoa back to throw. And this won't even get back to the line, Brock. Hit erased any chance of that one. It's incomplete. 4th down.
Incomplete.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. His first kick was good. His second looked from 35 yards away.
35-yard attempt.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it!
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And he has done all that they've asked for him, shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On second down, it's Hubbard again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's tackled at
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Young to throw it. Trumbull with the grab. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Carolina in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down.
Falcons first down.
Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Robinson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
On second down, Robinson.
At the 46-yard.
And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained. And they got that first down too.
15 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And he only manages 1. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
A 54-yard attempt.
Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
From the pistol, it's Young. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now Young. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got 2nd down.
Incomplete. brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, here's Young. And he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Young. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. And now it is 4th and 17.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
A toss snap to Robinson. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Sending him on the dive. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers set to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, Kay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10 from the 43. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Hubbard again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the 1st down.
Well, look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
No gain on the
They send them back in motion right.
Second and 10.
Throwing here on second down. Young. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Tua off the play fake. Gets himself free. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Cam Jackson there. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
Brings up third down.
Back to throw, Tua. Ran in the wrong direction again, and he's dropped. Cam Jackson there. And that's going to bring this offense to a 4th and 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now it's Young. The pressure's there, and they drop him back at his own 45. Washington product gets his first career NFL sack.
You know what's so cool about that play, Kate? We got to see so many of the traits this young man has. The competitive toughness, the ability to read and react to pass pro, and then defeat it, close on the quarterback, and make that very first sack. That's one he will remember for a long time.
They've got a man in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's going to be limited to a pickup of 5 if they're lucky. Good rally to the football by the defense. That brings up 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pitting at their own 8. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins here with Robinson. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. A few outcomes better than that for an offense protecting a lead in this 4th quarter.
Can I be honest with you for a second, Kate?
Please do, yeah.
I think a lot of my negative grades in the run game was because in moments like this, I wanted to watch the action. I didn't want to carry out my fake. I wanted to see that kind of movement at the line of scrimmage. That was awesome.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
17-yard line.
They did it! He made the interception! Trevin Wallace has it!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you gotta know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss mix.
And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. And that is a couple for him today. And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Panthers needing 4 points. Need something big. It's 3rd and long. Young looking to throw. He's not going to be able to get rid of it. They got to him. And that's going to make it just about worst-case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now, well, now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Desperation time here on 4th. Going deep here for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 37.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9
He'll
yards
look to throw it.
go.
Samuel snags this over the middle. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down. And Brock, that should clinch them this victory.
And the Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.